Yeah? Maybe visual on bottom?
Looks like it.
Video confirms.
All right. 13 meters off bottom. Delta still 15. Copy. Increasing speed a little bit.
Bridge, this is ROV now.
Delta still at about 15. Looks good.
Go ahead, RV nav.
I wanted to let you know that the
steep
vehicles
slope.
are on the bottom. And
Okay,
I
great.
would like to verify that the center rotation
And
is
it
set
looks
to the
like we are
A-frame.
just off the ridge.
Okay, I am stand by.
Copy that.
Oh, that's pretty
Right.
accurate, isn't it? Right at the,
You can,
at the
do
edge.
you just want to stay right there?
Okay,
Co-pilot?
RV nav bridge center rotation has been shifted to the A-frame at this time.
Excellent. And
Oh,
if you'd
this
like to
is great.
discuss a bailout
It
plan
actually
now,
looks
I'm ready
different
for
from
that.
other places
ready for
we've
bailout?
been.
We'd like to set
Yeah,
it
looks
to
like there's a little bit
southeast,
of hard,
please.
harder
Southeast
substrate.
bailout.
But
Yeah, I don't
Instead.
think
Excellent.
it's
Thank
rock,
you very
but
much.
Thank you.
more compacted or indurated sediment, but maybe
Co-pilot,
we'll
wanna
find
start
some
set up
rocks.
the
It's
Z-bias
just
a little bit?
covered with biota and it
Tell
doesn't
me
even
if
look like
visual
rock.
becomes funny in any way.
An octopus
Oh.
right in there waiting
at
for
that.
us. How
Just to the
nice.
top of your screen.
I'm sure we'll get another look at him.
Yep, after we let the ROVs settle in and
You can see our 10
See-
centimeter
sorry.
scale, so this is really much smaller than it first appeared.
Sorry, co-pilot said yeah.
I thought we were much farther away.
Sorry. You can start. Yeah, you can start with swing arms.
Oh yeah, not now.
Copy. All right, co-pilot. So
And we are at a water depth of 578 meters. Water temperature is about 5.5 degrees C with a salinity
I'm
of
gonna go up step for second, check Z-bias.
35.034. And that's just about, just a little more than average salinity.
It's sinking, adjusting.
might be some little worm holes or burrows, tiny.
And it looks like some of those tubes have become exposed from erosion. You can see a few of them on top of the seabed.
Where? Oh, up top? Copy. All right. I think it's pretty good for Z-bias.
Looks like
All right,
there's some
I'm happy with that.
amphipods in the water column here. Maybe, or they could be mysids.
And you can get my drawers into co-pilot whenever you get a chance.
It's definitely very steep on either side
Copy. I'm looking to the side to see if I see slope,
of this ridge.
but I can't really see much. I think that's good.
I'm glad the octopus is waiting for us. So we have to, pilots have to get a sense of where they are
Yeah,
and
I'm
what
just looking at
surrounds
side
them.
to
We
side
have our
first.
sonar. Can definitely see we're at the peak of one of these ridges. I mean the edge, I should say. We have several hundred meters ahead of us to climb.
All right, Washleys, as you can see, we're on bottom. We have low visibility, but I think we can start the dive. And then I heard talk of the octopus, so I can make my way to him first. And just let me know what you'd like zooms on.
Great. Thanks, pilot.
You probably know, pilot, that we'd like a zoom of that. I suspect you knew that.
Yep, getting there. All right, co-pilot.
Yeah, I'm hoping I
lasers.
don't want to get too excited about potential rock
And-
exposure.
There's something on the left, white,
Mhm.
long.
Yeah.
Video, you can start
Object.
to come in.
Cheryl and I are both so excited. We might see what we've been hoping to find.
With this, you can talk with video.
So how awesome is it
Yeah,
that
let's
our
give it a
first view
try
of the
just real
seafloor
quick
on
and see how
Octopus
much,
Friday is an
reflection we get.
octopus?
That's right.
Exactly.
Just saying, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, too
I'm
much
ready for my
reflection
close-up.
and too red.
Lounging on the seabed there.
Yep. Whatever you need,
Looks
video.
like he has a nice little indentation to fit in.
Ooh. Auto heading was in.
ROV nav bridge.
Took that out.
Go ahead, Bridge.
That
I
should
just
be
want to give you a
optimal
current update.
to
Still
get
from
light coming from the side rather than reflecting
140
off the front of the
Ship's holding
particles.
nicely.
1400.6 knots. Excellent. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Maybe Mike Vecchione is still out
Rotating.
there listening. I think he logged off briefly, so maybe we can get him back online.
All right, video. Anything else we can do with this?
I think that's the best we can
That's
do.
good.
Just
You can
hold
see
there
how
for a
any
few
sediment
seconds.
movement
got it.
begins a downslope slumping.
Stretching.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to hide a little
Early
bit more,
morning
I
rise.
guess.
Yeah,
And
dig
then,
in a
we'll
little
want to
bit.
get lasers before we depart.
Copy. I got him on before he set, but I can get him again before he lift.
Okay.
It's creating a little minor avalanche.
You can see a tube of a tube worm
There we go.
on the left segment of the screen.
See his little siphon there. All right, video's clear.
All right, co-pilot, get lasers. You got it. Nice.
Do you
Coming
want
up.
to check
Nice.
out the
Pretty tiny.
potential coral on the left before we go upward?
There we go. All right.
Sure, if we can.
Yeah.
Might be too far
Coral.
around the edge. We'll get there. I want to spend plenty of time looking at it. Take my turn.
All right, wash leads. Is it the one in the corner? Or which coral?
It's just a little further back. There's
Morning,
something
Mike
white
Vecchione here.
in the upper
Oh,
left.
hi, Mike.
Upper left
Glad
corner.
you heard our call. You got a chance to see
All right,
that?
co-pilot,
It was Friday.
Yes.
You let me know if
And we
Actually,
also
it was
have
Bathy
Stephanie.
Polypus Friday, I think.
That's how
It's
I know
what?
I went too far. Sound good?
Bathy Polypus Friday, I think.
Oh, okay.
Pilots. So
I
there
couldn't.
is a
I'm
relatively
doing this
hard
on my
return
cell
over
phone, so
to
I couldn't
our,
see real
port.
clearly. But
I'm just going to put a 5-meter
if the
move in for
suckers
ship to get us
along
over
the
there a
arms
little
were
bit,
in
just
two
so
series instead
you
of
don't
one
get,
series,
too far out.
it looked like a
view.
Bathy Polypus, and
Copy that.
Bathy Polypus has the
Bridge,
suckers
this
in
is
two
ROV
series.
now.
All right, video, you want to
okay.
comment on this?
Go ahead, RV nav.
We'd like to put in a small
Uh-huh.
move, 5 meters at
So
3,
it would be
1,
Bathy
2
Polypus
degrees,
verdii.
0.2, please.
Okay, 5 meters,
Okay.
bearing 312, speed decimal
Thanks,
2.
we'll let you.
Common continental slope species along the east coast of the entire North America, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And they get up into Canadian waters, and they're replaced by another species called Arcticus. And for a long time, everybody confused the two species and just called everything Bathypolypus arcticus. But somebody took a close look at the genus and figured out that there are actually several species that were lumped together under that name.
Great. Well, thanks. We're glad you heard our call. And Stephanie's also here,
Video's
too.
clear.
And incidentally, that's the species that has been reported to have the arms of brittle stars in its stomach.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks, Mike.
I think that's everything I can tell you at this point.
Okay.
All right. So I'll hang up now
Snail on
and
the
go
right.
back to watching on my cell phone.
Okay.
Great.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Mike. Looks like we have
Okay,
another
bye.
eel pout here.
Go for fish first. We can go to snail later.
And when we were just looking at, a soft coral?
Yeah. Our first
Beautiful
coral of
one,
the day.
yeah. You can see arms of brittle stars sticking out from underneath the mud, too.
Yes,
We've
that's
seen
correct.
a lot
If
of
you look
these
at the,
eel pouts
pilots,
on the last several dives
Sonar
in the
real quick.
canyons.
Yeah.
They love this
The
muddy
one
substrate.
right over to your
And
port.
interestingly,
That
the
the
brittle
right
stars
here?
Yep.
that like
Yeah,
to live
that's
on and under the mud,
Snails cause an avalanche.
we saw in great abundance on one of
Copy.
our canyon
To
ridge
the
dives,
snail.
and then
Bridge,
not
that small move is
at all abundant on
Excellent.
two
Thank you
other
very much,
dives. So
Richard.
Right. Oh, and there's another little gastropod.
there's our snail. Yeah.
And we saw this guy yesterday, or the
Yeah,
day before.
so,
No, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah.
And there was a line of 3 of them. He's making a little mini avalanche
Yeah,
himself.
he is. And Heather Judkins said that the suckers from
Want another
the
ship move?
Bathypolypus, the
What are you looking at right now?
octopus we
50?
saw at the very beginning of our
50?
dive, that the suckers are
10
in
10 meters
twos.
at 50.
So that was his question.
Video's clear.
Copy.
He
Come
was
on.
watching us from his cell phone, so it makes
Bridge
it a
is
little
already
difficult
The
to
white thing up at tip
rewind
there,
the
you see it?
video to
Top
check
left
those things
slightly.
out. So thanks, Heather.
Bridge is ROV nav.
And it looks like we have
Go
another
ahead, RV nav. Sorry,
soft
I was
coral on
radio.
the left.
Oh, no worries. We'd like
I
to make
think
another
that might
move,
be the one
please.
that I
Okay.
saw from the distance
10
Yeah,
meters
yeah.
at
Started
Video
larger.
50 degrees.
Zoom on this to
Speed
see what's
0
living in
decimal two.
some of these
Can you
tubes.
say the bearing again?
And
Look at that.
Copilot, did you put
Bearing
my
is
by chance?
050
Can't
degrees.
Interesting.
Okay, so that's 1
Great, thank you.
or 10 meters, bearing 050,
Those be
speed
eggs?
decimal 2.
Good copy. Thank you.
Bye.
Pink grapes. A rosé.
RV nav bridge, move initiated.
Good copy, Bridge.
And Ken Sulak said that the zooarctic fishes that we've been seeing, or the one or two that we've seen so far, are the Lysenchelies
Washed out.
verili.
That's the
Those are the
best I
eel
can get
pouts.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Best you can get. That's
Yeah.
all but most I can ask for a video.
Okay, can we go to the rock now, please? Can we?
There's a spider on the
What would
left.
you like? Watch leads?
Alright.
Spider on the left.
There's a pycnogonid
Ugh,
just next to
Okay. Let's look at. Yeah, pilot, there's a pycnogonid.
Copy.
It's a big one.
Alright, video.
Yeah, Ken Tulak
Let's,
said that what we
try
were just
those
looking at, the
external
little
lights
pink
one more
balls
time.
at the end of that tube might be eggs of
Nope.
squid, and then Scott
That was
was
a quick
suggesting
pass, huh?
octopus.
Not going to work for us today.
Interesting.
Okay. Just like the snipe eels were your nemesis yesterday. These are video's nemesis.
Oh, you don't like spiders. Well, this isn't a true spider, is it? It's pycnogonids are in a group to their own.
What makes nightmares?
Say that again.
Spider-like.
Nothing.
So for the video, is it difficult because of the different planes and of their bodies?
Yeah.
Or is it the camouflage? They blend in so well.
Great, thanks, pilot.
Copy that.
Video's clear.
All right, video can come wide. All right, wash leads. What's next?
I think it was a rock to the right.
We would like to go look at the rock exposure that is just above where the octopus was
Copy.
resting.
I will make my way back there.
Or what appears to be a rock exposure. I've learned
RV
not to
9
call everything that looks like a
Good
rock a
coverage,
rock.
thank you.
We've seen a little too much human-related debris.
Is it just below
Do
center?
we have someone who just called in? Was that a call in or out?
Can't see where the octopus went.
Hi, Leslie. Scott Francis calling
Oh.
in to be ready for future
Great,
observations.
great.
Maybe
Thanks, Scott.
tilt your camera up.
Is it up? Wash leads, can you lead me to where you wanted to go?
Must be further down under that lip.
Where do you want to go? Is the octopus below us?
It's above. Copy. Oh. Start with the tilt. I can't quite make out where the octopus is now.
Does it matter if we go back to the octopus exactly, or whether we can look at?
Maybe tilt up. And look left a little
There's
bit.
another eel pout.
More corals.
Yeah, here's the first coral that we looked at, right? Ooh, there's something
I
else
think
a
this is
little
a
further.
different, same one, but I think this is a different coral.
Okay.
I think we rose a little
Are we
bit.
panned out as much as?
Yeah, video. Are we full wide?
Yeah, go
We're
ahead.
full wide.
Go ahead.
Yeah, wash leads are full wide.
I wonder what these
I think,
stalks are sticking out from the
It
side
is.
on the left.
I think the rock was down right.
Stand by. Adjust volumes real quick.
Yeah, this doesn't look like where the octopus was, so maybe we've.
Copy that.
Back to the pycnogonid, or unless this is a different one.
I think it is a different one because that large
Yeah.
bundle of something. Let's. Yeah, I think we've gone up above that rock exposure.
All right, wash leads. Sorry, I had to adjust your volume so I can hear you better.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, what's current goal?
Well, now that we see something right in front of us to the left of the lasers, I want to do a quick zoom on that.
Yeah, copy. The white or the large?
The large
Copy.
prickly. Don't quite know what to call it.
Yeah. Video, come on in.
It's a nice little cave on the upper left.
Some kind of polychaete tubes, I imagine.
And the way they branch at the base looks like they may have been buried in the sediment at some point. And that was more their anchoring. I don't s-
Polychaete tubes would be my first guess as well.
They're quite a cluster of them.
Yeah.
You can see a fan sticking out in the background upper right, about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So probably Cibellid polychaete.
Yeah, here's another one in the upper left, too.
Oh yeah, it's starting to come out. Wow.
Nice.
The one on the left that's out has an amphipod maybe on it, behind the plume.
Can you tilt down? creature in the
So I wonder if
right
these smaller
center.
tubes are the same species as the bigger tubes. I guess so.
Another little organism clinging here. Is that another pycnogonid? It doesn't look like it.
It looked like from afar there were many pycnogonids on this.
Yeah, so maybe that's just a juvenile.
Video's clear.
All right, Watchley, do you happy with
All
this?
right. Yeah,
that's great.
thanks.
Great.
You got lasers on it.
Lasers should be on. There we go.
And another one of the white soft corals to the left of what the
So that
polychaete
rock was
cluster we
down
just
to the
looked at.
right.
Cave there. Maybe
Yeah.
that's a good
Maybe
spot
a
for
meter or two
another
down.
organism.
Copy.
Couple caves.
Watchley, do you see the rock
Yeah,
face
I
you wanna
don't
do?
see it, so I'm wondering if we went above it.
I can back up slightly.
That'd be great if you could, because it was
Visibility
pretty.
might go down, but
Yeah,
we can
it was pretty
see what we can do.
prominent. And maybe if you swing to the right a bit, it was really on the nose. It might be just below where our screen is.
Copy. I can drop.
And we may not really see it until we're lower, so I don't know if that's feasible.
Coming to it right now. I think your lasers are on
Our
the
first
rock.
squid of the day just swam by, a couple of them.
Oh, there's the octopus.
Above the
Okay,
octopus,
so
above
yeah.
your lasers.
So you would like just above where we were? Is that correct, watch leads?
Yeah, so if we can do a quick zoom on
pellets,
that
I'm coming out
ledge
of
right
backpack for a
just
second.
above the,
Yeah, copy. Video, I'm gonna
I think
rotate
there's
up.
something living in there as
closer.
well, but
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be a close data imaging today.
Yeah, I agree.
So Casey pointed out in the
All right,
Sirius
video.
view that you can see
That's
the
me
octopus.
pressed up. And just in time for that, which doesn't help.
no.
Video come wide, or at least partial. Might pass in a few seconds.
Maybe if we adjust our lower swing arms, it'll get the light in
Lots
there.
of sediment.
Yep, we certainly understand the turbid waters here.
Try for a second, co-pilot, and then just put them back. All right, video, try to come back in.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right, just below where the lasers would be, seems to be what I'm talking about.
Some brittle stars in the sediment there.
Yeah, that looks like a chunk of the substrate that is making this promontory here has dropped off.
I wonder if you tried to pick it up, if it would just break in half.
There looks like a little piece of it to the right. Is a collection possible here before we even consider it, pilot, or is it just a little too dicey?
Video come out. Give me 1 second. Let me see. I could try.
Now there's the octopus.
Get a
The
little
lower right.
closer. Video, just stay wide like this. Cliffs are could be a little trickier, but
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, there's a squid.
squid.
Oh yeah.
They make such large shadows that
Not
you
really.
keep forgetting how close
Do you
we
want
are.
to put that swing arm back out, outboard?
Is that the helix?
That would be my guess.
Co-pilot, do you want to hit joy lock real quick? Awesome. All right, Vida, you want to come in again real quick? I can try to fit the jaws in there and try to poke at it.
Yeah, to the.
It's kind of small, but
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll know when I get the arm out. All right, Vida, you can come back wide.
Yeah, Heather Judkins said it looked like an Elex squid to her. And Ken Sulak made a comment about this type of zone where there's no net current motion and heavy suspended matter in the water column, and that the habitat can become hypoxic. And there was a paper that he and others wrote about this in 1996, and specifically looking at the metabolic responses of the eel pout that we were looking at, the wolf eel pout and the witch flounder.
The witch flounder.
All right, let's see.
Glyptocephalus
Our arm's going to come live.
synoglossus is the witch flounder.
Arm's coming on, 3, 2, 1. Arm is on.
This is so much smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
The manip looks huge.
I know. I was quite surprised, even with the lasers on.
Might
This is
want to
going to
reposition
create
HD2.
tremendous turbidity.
Yeah. If you're comfortable leaving that screen. Actually, I'm trying to tilt away too.
I'll watch the Sirius HD for you, Copilot.
Got any zooms?
Yeah, can we do a partial on HD2? That's great. I'll back away a little bit. Can you actually a little wider video on HD2? Just that perfect. Thank you. And can we get a partial zoom on main HD? I can't even see what we were looking at. Yeah, keep that.
Might want to try the fog light, see if it'll put any light inside the hole.
And
Yeah, you wanna
hopefully
try
it's not
fog lights?
completely friable. It may just fall apart.
Yeah, you can turn this back off.
But that will tell us something as well.
You might also try bringing one of the lowers inboard.
Yeah, you want to try.
Maybe the port lower.
All right, video, come back in. Main HD. Watch it. I think I pushed against it. It looks like it kind of broke.
It looks like it broke, yeah.
So I don't think that's a rock.
Nope. Well, it's somewhere in between sediment and rock. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's collectible. So that's good. That's good information.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah, it's just indurated sediments.
All right, copy that.
Great.
All right. You can come wide on all cameras. And you can go ahead and put your that light back. And just keep in mind in the shilling when you're adjusting that arm too. You can use the PTZ for any assistance there.
So we'll keep looking for something with a little more heft to it and a little more stability to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, arm's coming off. 3, 2, 1. Arm is off.
Bridge, nav.
Bridge.
Bridge, you have a new nav down here, so I just wanted to confirm with you that our bailout is to the southeast.
Yeah, our bailout is to the southeast right now. The wind is on the port beam. The current is on the starboard beam. Current is at
And we're going to take
0.4.
this opportunity for
We
a
are balanced. There's engines are not
watch
working
change.
at all.
Video's
front
swapping
row.
out.
Here. We do
Since
get a little bit
it's
of
almost
cross
lunchtime, actually.
swell, that you'll feel every
They
once
were
in a
very
while, but
busy this morning
everything's
trying to
looking
get
good.
us safely to the seafloor
Bridge,
here.
so
So
the current is flowing into the
I'm
starboard
sure they need a
beam, you
break.
said?
I was just going to suggest
Yeah,
they
right
do
now
introductions,
it's just
but we're going to
forward
shift
of
out.
the starboard beam, what we call broad on starboard, about 45 degrees actually.
Okay.
have we done
And it's
introductions?
at 0.4, and from the previous
No, we have
watches,
not,
I don't
have
think we have. No.
Our apologies.
It's
Been an unusual start to the dive today.
Be successful, but if it increases in
So I'm Cheryl
magnitude,
Morrison
then I
from the
will,
U.S. Geological Survey,
react to that
and I'm the
call you guys
biology
and let
lead
you
for
know.
this expedition.
Copy. Thank you.
And I'm
Bridge.
Leslie Sauter from the College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina, and I am the geology science lead for this expedition. And this is dive number 15. We have just 2 after this, 2 more days. Hard to believe it's almost over. And we have been all across the region off the coasts of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and northern Florida. We went out as far as almost 200 miles from the shoreline to water depths of 3,300 meters. A couple dives well offshore on a feature called the Blake Ridge. We had a couple of dives on the edge of a large plateau, and that edge was called the Blake Escarpment. And then we moved inshore to the Blake Plateau itself, and we were just off the Gulf Stream, or actually under the Gulf Stream, off of Florida, and we had very, very different environments and seafloor habitats in all of those regions. So it's been very exploratory, as the whole nature of these expeditions are, but really educational for us to see what types of features occur in these different areas, what the substrate is made of. We've seen hard substrate made by rocks, by highly indurated sediments, meaning
Good.
compacted
Looks like we have an
sediments.
Interesting
And
day.
we have also seen hard substrate made by biological framework.
Yeah, we had several dives on mounds that were most likely
Say what?
created by corals over a long time,
That's fantastic.
building 3D structure from the coral
Well,
skeletons and then trapping sediments in between and building upon that over thousands of years at least. And
Okay, yeah, I'd like to leave them for right now at least until.
but then even the more sedimented ridges that we've been looking at in the
They've been-
canyon,
Sean's
in these
telling me
canyon
they had to push
areas,
up again to
each
get
one
any
has
views.
had some unique
They had to
biota,
push up against it to get any views.
some overlapping
Yeah.
species, but some unique biota for every one of the places that we've been.
Yeah, it looks okay.
And is that a sea star on the right of the ridge that we might be
What's
able
that?
to peek at?
I think I've been seeing a few more of those gastropods
Okay.
too.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't told
yeah,
anything, I
see
don't know.
them. They're moving down slope.
Yeah, we saw 3 of those yesterday.
Actually, somebody yesterday suggested a collection of one. I don't know
Maybe
if
there's
that was...
jelly up here too.
Yeah, that I think we were
looks
going to
better,
have to
yeah.
use a scoop to try to do that collection because they're
That's
quite
right,
tiny.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, we have a
Oh
visitor.
wow, look at this jelly.
Yeah, it's a pretty picture. Great landscape shot.
Yeah.
So, watch leads. Did I hear that you might want to look at this sea star down here?
Yeah,
Okay.
just left of lower center.
Absolutely.
May not be a sea star,
We'll go check it out.
but it's something biologic. Yeah, it's looking less like a sea star now.
You're talking about this thing that's coming down below lasers right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a look.
And we have another one of those white soft corals. And it looks like a Lamanema species, Barbatulum,
Come on,
possibly.
video.
Oh, that looks more like a little coral or anemone.
I have no idea.
Or is that a worm? I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not
So,
sure
Nav,
either.
you want to give us an update when you're good and ready? When you're comfortable?
Is
That
it
looks maybe like a
tail?
Nemertean
So
worm.
we're stationary
Oh.
right now,
A ribbon
pilot.
worm that's curled around the substrate, maybe.
Huh.
So I'm
It's
still working
moving
on
a
some
little bit.
estimates for those transects,
Okay.
but I think we can just continue
Or a
on
nudibranch.
to
Heather
follow the local high
Judkins
up to
suggests.
waypoint 3, well, new waypoint 3,
Very long.
which is along your
If
current
it's
heading.
really just wrapped, it's long for a nudibranch, but not that I know nudibranchs very well.
And then from there on,
Yeah,
it's a very similar heading.
so far it doesn't look
Okay.
like a nudibranch
Up
to
to,
me,
the
but
next waypoint.
without seeing the ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that there's so few distinguishing characters,
Nice.
it's really smooth, thin, somewhat elongate. Something about the color suggests
So,
Nemertean worm to me.
When we're ready,
And some of
I can
those
put a
are
move in.
pelagic.
We've been doing short
We've
moves
seen them; they kind of drift
on the
their
order of
red
5 to
color
10 meters.
in the water
Oh, okay.
column,
What
and
speed
you
would
know
we
it's
keep it at?
possible could.
Thus
get hung up
far,
on a
it has been
rock like
0.2.
this.
Okay.
We could,
But most of them are benthic, I should point out.
Pilot, do we have full zoom on that?
Video? Do we have full zoom? Oh, we got a little bit more.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it looks like it's coiled. Sometimes I wish we just had a little siphon that we could
Let's
blast a
wait
little
till I move
water
out
on
just a
these
little
just
bit.
to get them to move.
Get them to uncoil and
Yeah. Without hurting them, disrupting them too much.
okay.
it's a beautiful
I
color.
don't think we have a set destination anymore.
What
Yeah,
I'm
I
finding
think it's
odd
just
right
kind of
now as I look
following
at
this
it is
ridge
it
up.
looks like under a flap of tissue there are little
Oh, that's
side,
perfect, thanks.
I'll call them branches, like you would expect
at all
to
these
see on a
guys in the way.
polychaete, like parapodia.
My lower swinger.
It's moving a little bit.
See that?
Seems to be unwrapping. There's the end of it. Yeah, a ribbon worm is a good descriptor. It's like it's wrapped around something.
Some of these other tubes, I guess.
You can get a higher viewpoint if you'd like.
Yeah, or to the right a little more
To the right.
and higher. That'd be great.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. We can come out and I can reposition myself. Go ahead, video.
I thought it was fairly large, but now that we zoom out
No,
and see the
it's
lasers,
quite
it's
small.
quite small.
So we haven't adjusted our scaling in our own brains yet. You can see sort of the ghost of layering there right above these sediment layers where they're compacted, and you can see sort of vertical.
Come on in, video.
That was probably from the skids earlier, but still you can see them exposed. So now we're seeing the other end, Scott. Is that what you would expect to see for a ribbon
Yeah,
worm?
it's not changing my mind at all from my first guess of Nemertea.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Amanda Demopoulos from
Oh,
USGS
great.
also says. But she studies myofauna, the organisms that live within sediments, and so this one's huge compared to what
It
she
is.
usually sees.
Oh, yeah. Well, good. Our first large object. Okay. I think we can move on then, you think,
Sure.
Cheryl?
Little
Okay.
whitish side structures
come
that
on,
I thought might be parapodia underneath a flap of skin are actually, I think, extensions from the digestive tract, little diverticulae. So we're seeing the internal organs through the tissue.
So is this more
There's-
of the same?
Yeah, there's some kind
The
of
full wide video?
white,
You want to?
very small, feathery.
Do you want to? Well, I guess.
Do you want? What was that? Watch it.
Oh, it's okay. I doesn't matter. I think.
Yeah, we
We
need
can
to
move on.
start moving upward.
So what are we thinking?
You
Maybe
can see some of
4-0?
the burrowing into these vertical
For a
portions of the
I'm
sediments.
on 5-0, and that's pretty good for the slope as far as I can tell.
Okay.
I don't know how it feels.
Oh, I won't be moving too
Oh yeah,
fast,
there's
so.
a worm uncoiled to the left.
Oh yeah.
Good
Get a
eye,
better
Bob.
look.
To the left.
Just
Oh, right
about,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send a pilot.
So this place over here, would that be
Yeah.
exposed where something fell?
Might be. Really can't tell until you poke at it. It's a gastropod up on the upper left.
So bad.
Come on in video.
We could try it. A little light, see how it looks.
Yeah, we're gonna turn the fog lights on for just a second video, see if it helps at all.
Oh, that's great.
Whoop.
There's another one for you, Amanda and Scott.
Yep, again.
Are they
I'm
making
like
these burrows?
9% certain this is an Emerdian worm.
And Scott, are the organisms making these burrows, or do they have another habitat? There might be one poking out of one to the right. There seems to be something
more than
in
5
that
meters right now.
Yeah.
burrow to
Yeah,
the right.
so, you know, maybe Amanda's got more familiarity. They certainly can burrow into the mud and can move around epipentic like this. They would secrete mucus on the ventral surface, the side that's moving over the mud. So there are both forms, but I don't know the degree to which the digging they do creates permanent burrows or not.
Go ahead, watch that.
Maybe Amanda can weigh in.
Huh.
Copy that. Would you like me to go look at it now, or are we complete here? Okay, come wide video.
Oh,
This slightly discolored face?
Yes.
Copy
Yeah.
that.
We have
And
two of the
there's
gastropods
the
on either
gastropod.
side of.
Oh yeah, those are nice and clean compared to some of the
Yeah.
ones we've seen.
It almost looks rust colored.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked more like a different kind of rock, but
Come on in,
you know,
Dave.
sediment, but I think it's just stained. And if you just want to move upward to that snail, we'll get another shot of it. It's directly above.
So there's one slightly to the left and one to the right. That looks like a brittle star arm.
Come out a little bit video. I'm not sure where it is.
And some more. Wow, that's funny. Those are brittle star arms, aren't they?
They are.
I was thinking they were little polychaete tubes.
Funny, I wonder if they got buried. There's another
These
a
guys.
different kind of worm.
Oh my goodness, how
Wow.
long that is. That's creepy.
I didn't want to say anything.
There's a.
Yeah, that gastropod. Is that the same gastropod? There's another one in the upper left.
What's that kind of covered by the sediment in there? Like around the arms of the brittle stars.
The snail?
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Right here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we saw at least 3 of those yesterday.
You mean, what is that slimy thing underneath?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the
These guys. And
darker colored?
If you come out just a little bit video, it goes over to here. To the left.
Oh,
there.
it's another worm, I think.
Wow.
I see what you mean.
This must be ribbon worm heaven.
Oh, we might see an interaction between these, if that is a ribbon worm underneath the other one.
In video.
Oh, that's too snake-like for me.
Come in video. There you go.
So Amanda was suggesting that maybe one of these would be a good collection. It could be a new species.
The worms?
The worms. We'll have Stephanie take care of it.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. The question would be how to collect it.
Yeah, I wonder if you could just...
I think it would be a tough thing to pick up. You have to get lucky to get it in a scoop. But I'm going to say that this is fantastic to see. And, you know, I don't know why I'm ever surprised. Every time we go down with the Deep Discoverer and Okeanos Explorer cruises, we're always seeing something new. So I've never seen these particular Nemerdians in the deep sea in any video before. So this is a fantastic imagery.
And then to see so many of different sizes and everything in one small area.
He was hanging out right in he's like sitting in your rock box for a
Yeah,
while.
they definitely are adapted for burrowing with that very pointed frontal end. I don't want to call it a nose.
And they do fragment very easily.
Okay.
Even you know, in shallow water, you can go into just shallow subtidal up to your ankles and try to dig up in estuaries, and they break up pretty easily.
I bet you this long one would be about impossible to pick up.
But if we stuck the scoop just below this, we might be lucky, and we'd also get a snail.
Or would be better off trying for a shorter one.
A shorter
worm.
Oh.
That might fit in the scoop better. This one's quite long. Although that snail looks giant right now, too.
I know.
So we know.
So the scoop, pilot, remind me how wide the scoop is?
I would say maybe 20 centimeters.
Okay, so.
At the most. The problem we'll have here is if it's
this worm may look long now, it is.
Yeah.
Relatively anyway.
Yeah.
But when you disturb it, it's going to contract.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We'd certainly get some brittle stars.
That is funny. Just the arms coming out of the sediment.
I really wonder if they've been buried, because they don't seem to be trying to get out. Or I don't know how they would get out.
Just get the jaw in and clip it like a coral.
And if we can just get some good zooms of the head of this worm, that would be great for helping with identification.
Yeah. If the current would... what was that? Watch it.
If we can, just look at the head of the worm as much as possible.
Sure.
That might help with identification.
Sorry, video, I can't hear you. I don't know if you have me latched.
It's max zoom.
And Jason Chater of the USGS says that they find them in rocks of many ages, Pleistocene through Miocene-ish, Oligocene-ish.
It's max zoom.
So several millions of years back into Earth's history.
Go try again.
Okay.
They have persisted through time.
Can you, yeah, go ahead and latch me.
Just sharing with you some notes from an invertebrate zoology book.
Back out.
There's about 1,300 species of Nemerdian worm that are known, and they can range in length from a few millimeters to several meters. Many can stretch quite long, and one species has reportedly been measured to 60 meters in length. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Just a second video come out.
That is crazy.
And now maybe that can supplant spiders for Roland.
Well, he's already left the room. That's my nightmare, remember?
We can play this back for him later.
Yeah.
Okay, come in.
And Amy Bacco-Taylor from Florida State University points out that in Antarctica they can be quite large. So what would be your guesstimate on the length of this one when it's stretched out? At least a couple of feet, maybe? Oh.
Nope.
And After we get some good shots, pilot, would it be okay to come out and put the lasers on so we can try to get a length estimate?
Whenever you guys feel confident with the video, that you have the video you need, we can come out.
It looks good now, I think.
Okay. Video, let's come out to the lasers.
He's going away from us, so.
A little further.
Just looking at the tail, it looks like we have the whole animal exposed.
Oh, wow. He is kind of small. Well.
We haven't seen the end of him, though.
I know, that's.
That is the end on the far right there. I think video said he saw the end of it.
So I guess what we're seeing here is maybe 15 centimeters, and then we can't see the total organism.
It's going on the tail.
So he's about the length of a man's hand.
There he is, right there. There's the end.
Oh, there's the end.
Okay.
Okay. So a little longer than 15 centimeters, maybe. Amy Bacco-Taylor also thought it would be a good collection. So we basically have a bunch of people saying that would be a good collection. I don't know if we want to give it a shot, pilot, or.
Well, if you'd like me to give it a shot, I certainly can.
I think it'd be a great collection. Just really difficult. It would be wonderful to see it find a prey item because they have a proboscis that they shoot out the front of their head.
Oh, really?
That can be almost as long as the body itself.
Come full wide.
To kind of use it, you can picture like a lasso being, tossed over prey, and in some of them they're actually armored, so that they have a little stylet at the end that can have poison, and so they can paralyze their prey, which means they can shoot that away from their body, stab something, paralyze it, leave it there, and then walk over or crawl over and ingest it. Or some of them will literally loop the proboscis around their prey and then pull it back to themselves.
That's not going to help my nightmares tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I'm not sure how.
Wow.
How wide it is.
60 meters long.
Oh my goodness.
Are you enjoying this, Scott?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think you are.
Did you hit my joy lock?
And Amy Bacco-Taylor noted that this is about Antarctic size.
Let's see if I had enough force in there.
Though they were a bit wider. We're seeing a bunch of those gastropod snails too, and another pycnogonid just below the worm.
All right, I'm gonna steal your screen for a second if you're happy.
Yeah, we've been stable for a while.
Okay.
It's another
Can't even
couple
see the scoop
mollusks
hardly.
in the picture on the lower
over.
left, and the
I'm gonna check something
several
with the lights.
actually on the left side, all up this
Kill the
face.
fogs. They might help you see.
Yeah, I
the
think
scoop.
that'll help me a little bit better. Okay,
Get some mood lighting.
there we go.
Scoop mood lighting.
Lull him into the scoop.
We don't want them to see us coming.
Yeah,
Another.
all spun up.
You might have pointed
No
this out, but
collection
the pycnogonid just below the lasers.
Spun up.
No collection so far, pilot.
No collections.
Looks like they might be
Coming out.
heading toward each other.
I assume you're going port with this.
I would like to.
Port pin is set.
First 5, great. Okay.
Scoop's already all dirty.
Now,
Wow, the scoop looks really big compared to him too.
I can get the
Well,
drawer out of
maybe
your way.
even if he
Okay.
retracts, he'll still be in the scoop.
Starboard wing. Board. That'll help. Give you some space. You can always spin your heading if you need it to. It's easier for the lineup.
And Amy Bacco-Taylor said that she was remembering that the bigger ones are usually parasitic rather than free living, but except for the ones in Antarctica.
what do you think?
I would try rotating your heading a little bit to starboard.
Okay.
And then
It's
coming
like
out just a little bit.
the mound is alive with all those brittle star arms. Is that
Yeah.
what's happening under there?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Huh.
There is the pink one that's of the arrow or the worms that's just below the lasers. I don't know if that would be easier to scoop.
Your arm outboard more, away from the drawer, and then come down flat rather than being so close in.
Is there a
You'll
preference
have to turn your
from
wrist all the way left?
The chat room?
Do it
like that.
Which of the
keep
worms?
Going outboard a little bit more, and then wrist yaw left as you go.
I think we're going for this.
Not from my perspective. I don't know.
Okay.
That, I mean, obviously they're colored different, but I don't know enough to know that that means they're different species.
The one we're about to scoop is much rounder than the first two we saw.
You're not gonna be able
the
to
pink
scoop
ones.
like this. It's gonna fall, right?
Well, so far he hasn't
So you're gonna want to
changed
get your
shape
arm out away from
or
the drawer,
size.
drop your whole arm as low as possible, and then kind of scoop up towards it. If that makes sense.
Sneaking up on it. Uh-oh.
Might get a nice sediment sample here.
Yes, sediment and brittle stars and lots of other stuff, it looks like. I think you're going to get it. Oh my gosh. We better warn Stephanie.
Oh no.
He's in there.
Oh, no.
He's in.
Try to adjust as much of your elbow as you can do.
I'm not even sure he's in there.
You want to elbow up.
He might
not
have
down.
gotten buried, so I
Elbow
think
up,
he might be
yeah.
in there still. Just hopeful.
Want me to tilt up so you can see your scoop still?
Yeah, please.
Scott thinks it's still in there.
So keep it flat.
There's a lot of sediment, so he definitely could be
Tilt the mini down a little for you.
buried in there. Maybe when we
See where
dump
you're
it.
headed.
Yeah, I think it kind of collapsed onto him,
Yeah.
so
Trapped him in there?
I think so.
So I think he's in the bottom off to the side there.
Okay.
Underneath
Okay.
the mud.
If nothing else,
so
it'll
I
be
would
a
get
sediment
it
sample.
as
And
close to
brittle
your-
stars.
over the
Well,
box.
we
Sure.
did see
And then
some
dump it Okay.
And then
There will be
we're gonna have to
something in
lift
there.
up for me to open.
Okay.
other than sediments.
So we'll open and we'll lift off, and I'll open as quick as I can. Try to make sure nothing blows out while you're floating.
Maybe we'll see him when they dump it.
Okay. Right about there.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Okay. Let's float.
Okay, extending the drawer slow. Okay. The drawer is open and under your scoop, so when you're ready,
Okay, I'm just going to
feel
try
stable.
to stabilize right here. I doubt auto XY will work.
It might. Do you have oh, you don't have bottom lock. It's not going to work without
Yeah.
bottom lock.
Okay, I will just
Oh, there it goes.
float right here.
Yeah. Should be okay.
I think I'm coming in.
Just give yourself a shove back.
There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay.
And I helped Andy with this yesterday, Andy O'Brien. The straighter your wrist is, the easier the puller is. See how you're way left?
Oh, yeah.